Well, Robinhood, folks, failed IPO last week, sizzling stock this week, and then a reminder that billionaires, well, they always find a way to make money. That's what we're seeing in today's session. Shares of the investing app company under pressure after the company filed to sell almost 98 million shares, none of it going to help the company, all going to early capitalist investors. Meanwhile, AMC edging higher, this after a pretty rough month, down as much as 41%. It's been a tough one for investing apes, but listen, most knew this moment and periods like this will come. How do you fight your way through it? We're bringing in investment YouTube host Matt Kohrs. Matt, you've done a lot of work. I was watching your video. Honestly, we don't have that much time here, so if you can shrink it down, how you are finding evidence of more naked shorting, and what do you think should be done about it?
Yeah, to put it simply, I think this is one of the first times in the entire AMC saga that we have statistically backed data that is suggestive of counterfeit shares, or to put that another way, naked shorts. Now, I don't want to prompt any, horrific back flashes to your math class, but what's going on? August 9th, AMC is having its next earnings call, and this time they're taking questions from investors, and people are starting to ask those questions, and to do so, they're verifying their shares. And with this, we're starting to get an idea of the average ownership of the ape community. And no matter how you really approach this problem, it comes down to one thing for the shares that are allegedly in existence for AMC. The numbers are not adding up, and a lot of red flags are going off in a lot of people's minds, specifically within the Ape Nation community.
So, it's so heartbreaking to keep hearing this, right? And then we had Gary Gensler. He was on TV this week. He won't come on this show. I keep inviting him on. And he's given lip service, right? How confident are you that anyone with some power to level the playing field, because let's face it, the hedge funds never run out of money. They get to write the rules, and then they get to skirt the rules. How confident are you that anyone will ever truly try to make this a more level playing field?
Let me answer this one in two different parts. So with Gary Gensler, and maybe I'm being naively optimistic, but I do believe he is on the side of retail investors, traders, and I do think he's seeking market transparency and fairness. I question if he has the resources and tools available to him. And for the second part, I'm not going to lie, Charles, I was a bit discouraged when I realized he has yet to be on your show. And then I realized, well, of course, you got to save the best for last.
I hear you. Well, I hope so. Hey, let's take a trip down memory lane, because we're talking about people being diamond hands. It's easier said than done. In 2015, a retired gas station attendant, he was also a janitor, he passed away. He left $5 million. A janitor left $5 million to a local hospital and library. Ronald Reed actually had an $8 million fortune, and all he did was buy and hold. Now he had Procter & Gamble, JP Morgan, GE, CVS, General Motors, Deere. So he was the ultimate diamond hands, but those were all blue chip stocks. At what point does the ape community need to see some business improvement, some innovation from AMC and GME? Listen, you pick the stocks, you're sticking with them. Management of those companies, they'll have to come through as well, don't they?
I 100% agree, and I do think it's happening. Maybe it's just happening a little bit more slowly than we would like to see. For example, AMC, they had that new partnership for the trilogy fight with UFC, and for every numbers that I read related to it, it was an absolute success. So I'm expecting more partnerships to really branch out of just showing movies. And then in reference to GME, they're doing all they can to really get into and build a strong foundation in cementing itself as the e-commerce for esports, which many of us know is an absolutely booming sector right now. So I believe it's happening, and it just kind of takes time to really move such a sizable ship of a business.
And by the way, listen, it feels longer in real time, right? I can tell you right now, I regret stocks that I sold more than stocks that I held that went to zero. Those are my biggest regrets in investing. So, the so-called smart money, Matt, forget about it. They'll put a buy recommendation on this stock 3 years from now, significantly higher if it works out. Quick, we got a minute to go. We can talk about this Robinhood thing. What are your thoughts here with Robinhood?
I have three words for you: bearish, bearish, and bearish. And to explain those fancy three words right there, it's really twofold, I guess, for this one. First of all, we know actually from Gensler, who we were just referring to, Robinhood went out of its way explicitly to accept worse trade execution for its clients in return for higher payment for order flow, which is obviously against the entire name of Robinhood. And potentially more important, a majority of the company's income is coming from payment for order flow. And the US government right now is looking in, and it might potentially become outlawed. So its business model to me is very, very poor. And I mean, we're seeing it, I believe it's down 19, 20% today. I think it was just a pump and dump, and I'm bearish.
Do you think someone tried to manipulate retail investors with this one?
I don't know retail. I think manipulation. I think it's weird that they dumped 98 million right after a giant jump 5 days after. Why didn't they sell on the day of the IPO?
Yeah.
Doesn't add up to me whatsoever.
Yeah. Great observations, Matt. Thank you so much. I appreciate your strength and all the research you're doing. Hopefully you come back real soon.